Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now this little blanket that I'm going to show you how to do, you can make this into a full-size pram blanket as well. It's easy once you know how to do it. Now I've got my white wool and I've got my 4 strands. We're going to do 4 100-gram balls of wool and we're going to do 5 rounds each time with each colour, but not in the normal way. Now I'm going to tie my white down onto this corner down here. We're going to wrap every third nail. So 1, 2, 3 and go along. 1, 2, 3, go up, go along, go up 3 and along, up 3 and along. Now go around your corner, wrap 3, come down, 3, go up, along 3, down, along and up, along to the corner. And then when you get to here, we're going to fill in the gaps that are missing. So we'll go along and up and along and up and around, fill in the gaps. This is back at the corner and that's us done 1 round. Now I'm just going to wrap that around there a couple of times to hold it. Push this layer down. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my other colour, which is my blue, and I've got 4 strands again. I'm going to tie it to the same place as the white. So this time we're just going to go around this first nail, because it's not been wrapped, around this one, and the counter 3 again. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to wrap the nails that the white one has missed. Now you will notice there's a smaller gap in the corner, but don't worry about that. That's where you're going. That's where your pom-poms will be. So we're wrapping in between the white and then around. Just follow your blue to fill your gaps. Now if you end up crossing over your white, you've made a mistake somewhere. So just unwind it. Usually it's this little tight corner. Make sure when you go around the corner that you're following your blue. So your blue does not go in the same place as your white, and your white does not go in the same place as the blue. So just go around and get back to your nail. That's the first round of the blue done. Wind it a couple of times. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pick up our white again. So pick up your white again. So we've done 1 round of white and we've done 1 round of blue. Now we're going to do another round of white. So we're going to follow the white again and cross over the nails where the blue is. So we're going to follow the white. So it's every third nail. 1, 2, 3. Around here. 1, 2, 3. And along. 1, 2, 3. And along. 1, 2, 3. Around there. Up. And around. All the way back to your tying off nail. Now that's me got back to this nail again. I'm going to unravel my blue and hold on to it. I'm going to wrap the white on. Don't tie it, just leave it there. So now I've got 2 rounds of white and 1 of blue. So now I'm going to do another round of blue. So again, I'm going to follow my blue wool. And we're going to do this until we have 5 rounds of white and 5 rounds of blue, alternating between the white and the blue around your nails. So the blue will follow the blue and follow the white with your white. If you get any blue crossing over your white, you've done it wrong. Or any white in the crossover part of your blue, you've done it wrong. Go back and unwind it and do it again. So we will continue putting on. So we're going to unwrap my white, wrap the blue back on, and I'm going to do the 3rd round of white. So this time I'm following the white again. And that's me got back to the start with that 3rd one of the white. So I'm going to change them over. Just going to wrap that around there a couple of times. Change to my blue. And I'm going to follow my blue wool to put my 3rd round of blue on. Now I'm going to continue doing this until I have 5 rounds of blue and 5 rounds of white. So once I've done that, I'll be back to show you the next step. We've done the 5 rounds of the white and the 5 rounds of the blue, and it does make the right amount of rounds all around our nails, splitting it up this way, and that's going to give us a nice blue and white base. And now to do the pom-poms. Right, to do the pom-poms, we're going to put our white back on, so it's our 4 strands of white again, and again we're going to do 5 rounds. But what we're going to do now is, to get our white pom-poms with the blue crosses and the blue pom-poms with the white crosses, we have to put this next 5 rounds on. The white is going to go over the blue. So this time you're going to put your round on and you're going to follow the blue. So what we're going to do is, get it all into the picture, we're going to go around the first nail here and follow up the blue. Then we're going to miss a nail and bring it down where the blue is, and then we're going to go up with the blue and over the top of this blue. So what we're going to do is we're going to wind around where the blue is this time. Then we will wind the blue where the white has been, a round at a time, 1 round at a time. So I'm still following over the top of the blue for one round. Now we're back at our start nail down here in this corner. Push all this down. We're going to wind that around like we did before. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to wind the blue on where the base white is. So where your base white is, we're now going to do that blue. So we're going to do the pom-pom part the opposite way from the base. So now we're going to follow where we wound the white on. So we're going to follow the white base, at least for this first round, and then you will be able to see where we are. Round that one. Yep. So that's me back down. That's me back at the start. So I'm going to unwind my white, wind in the blue to hold it. And now I'm going to just follow my white again. I can see the white clearly now, so I'm just going to follow where I did that last round of white. Now you can slow the video down and you can watch it a few times just so that you can get the hang of this. So now what we're doing, we're just winding our white where the white is and winding the blue where the blue is for the pom-poms. So I'm going to secure my white back down here. I'm going to do the blue again, so I'm going to do my next round of the blue. So we've done the pom-pom part is just the reverse of the base. As long as your nails are long enough to take this, it should be fine. Just keep pushing your wool down. That's me back at the start. Push your wool down. Don't wind it too tight either, and you won't buckle your frame. So I've got 2 rounds of white on and I've got 2 rounds of blue on. So I'm going to wind on my blue just to hold it, and then I'm going to do my next round of white, and this will make my 3rd round of white. And we're doing 5 of each. So you can see more clearly what way you're going. So I'm going to keep winding on and I'll do 5 rounds and I'll be back when I've done that. On this is a white pom-pom, a multicoloured one, then a white one, a multicoloured one, and on the opposite side you'll have a multicolour, a blue, a multicoloured and a blue. So we're going to have a nice little mix of white, blue and white together. So I'm going to turn my frame back to front so I can tie it. I'm going to work my way along the blue line, securely tie it, and then cut my wool. Make sure you securely tie it at either end. And then I'm going to leave a little tail that will just go into the fringing. Then I'll tie along this one with the white. Securely tie it here and securely tie it when I've finished. And then I'll go back to the blue. That way I don't get blue mixed in with my white, because I don't like the look of that as when you tie it and you've got your blue running along there like that. So I'm just going to tie the blue lines with the blue and tie the white with the white. I'm going to begin my shuttle tying with my blue. So I'm going to put it down through here by hand. And I'm going to double knot and hand tie as tight as I can the first knot. This part will become part of the fringe, so don't worry about that. We'll just tuck that through there. So that's just going to get tucked in there. So now what we're going to do is just shuttle tie the way I've showed you before. You can put a towel under your knees so that the nails don't dig into your legs. So we're going to go down the top left and up through the bottom right and through your loop and pull it tight. So make sure you've got a little loop. We're going to go down through the top right and up through the bottom left and through your hoop and pull it tight like that. We're going to go over to the next one and the same again, down through the top left, up through the bottom right and through your loop and pull it as tight as you can, and down through the top right, up through the bottom left and through your hoop and pull it tight. So I've got to this end and I've tied it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my wool. I'm going to split open these two parts, tie that one through that way. This one I'm going to put down through that way and up through there, and I'm going to tie it in a double knot. Now those two little ends will just get tucked under there into the fringe once we cut the fringe. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to tie along this line with my white. So I'm going to pop that down there by hand. I'm going to tie it in a very secure double knot, very tight. And again, that piece will go down through into the fringing. Just push it down through to this side. Push it through to here. And that will get cut with the fringe. Now again, what I'm going to do is I'm still going to tie it this way with the shuttle. Just a little bit extra secure. On this side. Up this side. Through your loop. So tell me to come back through. Move on to the next one. through your loop and tie it tight. So I'm going to tie it along to here and do the same again, and then I'll do my blue. I'll tie that one with blue and I'll tie that one with white, because these colours are going to disappear into the back, as you can see here. It's disappeared into the back and make it all nice and neat on that side as well. So I'm going to continue tying this up and then I'll be back for the next stage. Now this is the back all tied in, and as you can see it's really nice and neat by doing it a line at a time, and all my sections are tied in. So when you turn it over, I've got all my crosses in all my squares. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in, because I'm going to cut the pom-poms. Now if you can see down the side, this is where we're going to cut down to on each of them. Each of them's got a base and you've got your top. So we're going to cut down to the next colour on all the sections, which is quite easy. So what we're going to do is, so we're going to cut, as always, halfway between each of the pom-poms. So what we should end up with, we should end up with a blue pom-pom, a blue and white pom-pom, a blue pom-pom, a blue and white pom-pom. Then we should end up with a white pom-pom, a blue and white, a white, a blue and white, a white, and a blue and white. So we're going to start cutting these. So what you're going to get is, these will fluff up a little bit more, and then you can trim them all once it's all done. So you're getting a blue pom-pom, a mixed one, a blue, a mixed, and then that one will be blue, a mixed one, a white, a mixed, a white. So you're going to get this lovely little effect of plain colours mixed in with these little multicoloured ones, and beside your normal blue with your white base on there. And when we turn it over, you're going to have a multicoloured base on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to continue cutting out all these little pom-poms. Just give them a little brush up. And then I'll show you what it's like when it's finished. Now this is the pom-poms all cut out, and I absolutely love the look of this, because you get a white, a mixed and a white, and your next row you've got a mixed, a blue and a mixed. And when you run it up and down the way, you can see that blue pattern running through all the blanket. And we cut it off the frame exactly the same way as you cut your other blankets. Just cut between the nails. Just cut down in between those nails. And we should get a nice blue and white fringe. Now here is our little blanket. As you can see from down there on the floor, you do get a few little ends like this when you cut it off. That's just the way we wound it around the nails. Now, look at this. Isn't that pretty? Now, I really, really like the effect of the back of this. And because we tied it in lines with the blue and then with the white, it all blends in and we don't have any blue lines on the white or white lines on the blue. So I really, really do like this. Now give this a little try. Once you get the hang of it, it is quite easy. And if you do 10 rounds alternating between the white and blue and don't cut the pom-poms, you'll have this blanket like this, and it'll just be a non-pom-pom blanket, and it's really, really pretty like that. So you have got two options with this. Once you do this, if you don't cut the pom-poms, you're going to have these nice blue and white flowers on both the sides. The way we round the wool around the nails, we've actually got this effect, and it's lovely because you've got white mixed in white and you've got blue mixed in blue, and it really does make a difference to this blanket. It's a little change. It gives you any other little options on your pom-poms is always helpful, and that's the back of it. I really love the back of it. I love the way it's turned out like this. So give this a try. It is worth it. All you have to do now is tidy up your pom-poms and tidy up your edge. Put a little piece of ribbon around it and put a bow on it, and that'll make it perfect. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'm going to turn that way as well because I really like that back. So thank you for watching. Once again, a little extra thank you to all the people who take the time to subscribe to my channel and give it the thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. So please feel free to leave a comment. And as always, you can come and join my craft group on Facebook called Crafty Twins. So give this a little try. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again for the next tutorial. Goodbye.